I'll speak first about mercy. Okay. Let's go to, you don't have to go there, but you can take note. Micah chapter 6, verse 8 says here, He has shown you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. So there are three things that God requires of you, of all of us. Right? To be just, to be merciful, and to be humble. Amen? Amen. And I believe like when we have mercy worldwide activities, this will really help you. It will help you to be just, to be humble, and of course to be merciful. Okay, so that's the goal. We have mercy. That's actually for the church, for the disciples. So for us to be in level step and know where people are at, and to be able to help them. Amen? You know, Mercy Worldwide, every church all over the world has Mercy Worldwide. Amen? So we are a movement. Okay? The ICC is a movement, and Mercy is also a movement inside the International Churches of Christ. And what's so wonderful about Mercy is it's actually separate from the church. We have our own SEC papers. So we are recognized by the government. In the Philippines, we're the one who processed that. We now have our own SEC papers, and we now have our BIR, and soon we will have our mayor's permit. So we are like, we are an NGO. Okay? It's a non-government organization. You think of, kisa may pinakasikat, pinakatako na NGO karon? Maybe Red Cross, yeah. Maybe we think of Avoitis Foundation. Those are NGO, and we are just like that. Amen? So of course we are in the church, but basically we are treated separately because we have our own entity. Okay? And so just like any NGO, we can get support actually from the government or from the private sector. We just have to follow whatever they require. So we can do so many projects for Mercy. Amen? And Mercy acronym, it's an acronym, tells us of our focus. Mercy is maximizing, M, maximizing, E, efforts, R, relief, care, C is care, and Y is youth. So maximizing efforts for relief, care, and youth. So that tells us a lot on what are our projects for Mercy. So it's more about relief, care, and youth. Amen? Relief and care, especially with regards to the youth. Okay, so we have our local website. That's not really local website. We have our international website, MERCYworldwide.org, I think. You can check that. We have our local Mercy Worldwide in Cebu Facebook page. So if you're not a member of that yet, if you have not liked that, please do like it soon as. Amen? We also have our FB group, Givers Community by Mercy Worldwide. So if you're not a member of that, or not joined that, please join that. Amen? And of course, we have our upcoming project. That's on June 19. That's our cooking demo and feeding. Okay, so you can help us by getting some sponsors. All right, we can talk more about that. We have our bulletin board here, and of course, we have our Facebook page and FB group. Let's go to the next. That's the AMS. It's a specialized ministry, and this is very exciting. You know, what is AMS? That's arts, media, and sports, and then plus business. Okay, so AMS plus business. So, you know, when you think of arts, arts is very broad, no? You think of, you know, God has given us so many talents, no, in arts, so may lain siya different division. You think of media, of course, the traditional media, there's the newspapers, radio, TV, and, you know, and then, of course, right now, things has changed, has evolved. We now have the social media. And you think of sports, of course, the regular sports, and of course, right now, also we have the esports. and we are doing something on esports also. And of course, this is a ministry to maximize the talents and skills of the disciples to accomplish our purpose. That is to seek and save the lost. Amen? So, having the AMS, that's of course number one. Our goal is to seek and save the lost. But not only that, is that can also build up the church. That can be such a great encouragement to the church and those people who are studying the Bible. When we can do something and very pleasing and very encouraging, very inspiring, people become disciples because of that. Amen? So, this ministry, we use the talents and skills of the disciples so we can advance the kingdom. So I know many of us here have a lot of talents in arts. So, you wanted that to be used, but for God, right? And we have talents in media and music. We have talents in sports and even in business, right? And you want to use that for God. So this is now the opportunity. We can come up with some plans. We will have some special projects in arts, in media, in music, or maybe a dance presentation, or in social media, in sports, and we will maximize that as well for fundraising. Amen? I like what I read today in 1 Chronicles 26, verse 27, that says, some of the plunder taken in battle, they dedicated it for the repair of the temple of the Lord. And caught my attention today because that's exactly what we're doing. We're trying to, go out and get those plunders and use that for the kingdom. Amen? And so we're going to use also that the arts, the media, the talent we have in sports, that we can monetize that so we can help support the movement of God. And to God be the glory.